Greetings, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Earache My Eye. My name is Frederick, and this is my first video for 2024. It has been a while, and I've got quite a few vinyls to show. And before I start, I'm having a nice cool beer, and that is Corona Extra. So cheers and Happy New Year to everybody in the YouTube community. Okay, so first up, let me show you what I got. So I got a whole stack of vinyl from last year and this year. I got a 7-inch, and I also have a old fanzine that I got sent. Okay, let me show you the fanzine. And this is a fanzine out of the UK. It's called Petanque. This is issue 4. Released in 2001, and has some great interviews. It's got cool flyers, old news, and also a classic interview with Dust the Fold, UK black metal band back in the day. So yeah, so some great interviews, demo album reviews. So it's only a short, a classic Hellborn interview. It's only got 20 pages, but it was for free. So out of the UK, 2001, Petanque, I think it's called. So check it out if you haven't. Okay, the first thing I'll show you is the EP. And this is a split EP with Nunslaughter and another band called Ms. Gauze. You get 2 tracks from Nunslaughter and 1 from Ms. Gauze. And this was released through Empire Records. And this is a coloured vinyl. This is an orange and yellow, limited to 150 copies. And I got this as a bonus when I did a Empire Records order. So yeah, so check it out if you like Nunslaughter and Miguels. So yeah, and the artwork was done by Rock from Sadistic Execution. So check, and the album is called Altar of the Dead. So yeah, check it out. Okay, let me show you the albums that I received a week or so ago, and a couple that I got today. The first one is the latest Municipal Waste, Electrified Brain, released on Nuclear Blast Records, 2022. I had a hard time finding this here in Australia, so I had to order it from overseas. It was quite cheap. It's about the same price as I would have got it from my local record store. So yeah, love the cover art. I think it's a great piece of art. That's the back. It's sealed, because I do have the CD version of this. So this will be sealed. Okay. Next up is a reissue. And it's quite funny that this wasn't released on their original label. And I'm talking about Gravedigger, and this is their 3rd album, War Games, and this was released through High Roller Records, 2023. This originally came out on Noise in 1986. And as I said, it's Noise reissued the first 2 albums, but they never reissued this on vinyl. So High Roller did a good reissue of it. So this is on Black Wax. So now I have every single Gravedigger album on vinyl and CD. So War Games on High Roller Records. And I love the hype sticker. Dedicated to heavy music, fast and loud since 2003. So they've been going for 20 years. So this year would be their 21st anniversary. So yeah, check out Gravedigger War Games. Okay, next up we have a band out of America, USA, and from Chicago, and the band is called Ambulance, and this is their demo, The Rage Within and The Aftermath. This was released through Lost Realm Records 2023, but the demos were released in 86 and to 89. You get 12 tracks, 3-sided, vinyl, black wax, and the fourth side is etched. And let me open this up for you, show you what we get inside. I'll show you one with the etching. So, black wax, and I don't know if you can see the etching on there. There you go. So yeah, this is just power speed metal out of Chicago. They only released one album, Feel the Pain, and the 4 tracks of this album do appear on their debut album. It's a gatefold, so you get liner notes, band photos, flyers, and you get more stuff in there. You get liner notes about each song, lyrics. You also get photo card, and you get a Lost Realm numbered ticket. This is 201 of 250. So yeah, so if you don't know Ambulance, as I said, they're a power speed metal band. Their first album was released on New Renaissance Records, and that was Feel the Pain. So yeah, so it's great to have this on vinyl, and yeah, do check it out if you love that old school 80s power speed metal. Just leaving on screen, very good, especially with these covers. Beautiful product. So yeah, Ambulance, The Rage Within, The Aftermath. Love to cover up the werewolf. So yeah, check that out. Next up, we have another classic band. This is a band out of Las Vegas, and they're another thrash metal band. And that band is called Mercenary, and this is Tear Down the Walls. This was originally released in 85 and 1990. This is a 2023 reissue on Lost Realm Records. So it's the back. You get the band photo, get this cool replica flyer, and you get also a biography on the band, and some cool photos and flyers. And this was no lyric sheet, this was just on black wax and normal cover, centerings. And also limited to 300, and I have 126. So yeah, Mercenary, some Las Vegas thrash metal. Put all this stuff back. And I love when record labels add these extra things, you know, like biographies and early flyers. So it's really cool stuff. Now we're sleeving again. But I don't care. Oh, get in there. Yeah, so Mercenary, Tear Down the Walls. Do check it out. Really good thrash metal band. Next we have another classic American band, and a band called The Wraith, and this is Pedal to the Metal. This is their demo, which was released back in '84, and this is a Cult Metal Classics reissue, 2023. So that's the cover. That's the band. This guy here kind of looks like the guy from Metallica, James Hetfield. And this just came on black wax as well. So we get lyrics and biography. And what was cool about this band, that J.D. Kimball and Steve Winnick also played with this band as well back in the day. They went off to do their original band was called Hammer Damage, and then to Omen, just on black wax, custom centerings. So it's really cool. Yeah, it's just straight ahead heavy metal, sort of US power metal, I would say. A little bit of speed in there, heaviness, and it's really cool. And I really love these sort of things, you know, when record labels find these obscure demos and release them on vinyl. And hopefully this year, record labels will keep doing it, because metal fans like myself are always interested in finding these old demos that like we missed back in the day, and they're getting reissued back onto vinyl and finding new fans. Okay, next up we have a band out of Greece. Let me have a drink first. And this is also a demo released on vinyl. And that band is called Medieval Death. And nobody has really shown this album on YouTube. This is a 4-track demo. It has a bonus track of one of the songs which has been reimagined with a cello and bass. So this is a thrash metal band. It has some epic elements as well. It comes with a DVD with some live stuff and radio stuff, and it's really cool. Just on black wax. Also, this was designed and laid out by our metal guru Scott Waters at No Life Till Metal, and it's liner notes, band photos, flyers, and this tells the story about the band and about the album or demo. We have lyrics and some artwork, and we have some classic band shots. Yeah, and this was released on a Greek label called Pedano.com, and this record is very limited. I'm not sure how many were pressed, but go to Ipero.com. I'll show you the. That is where you can check out the album. And they're out of Greece, and yeah, it's a cool label, putting out a classic Greek metal band that I had never heard of. So, Medieval Death, check them out. Also from that label, I got a OG copy of another classic album that I've always wanted on vinyl, and that is Anthrax's Armed and Dangerous. And this is a very, very good condition vinyl, apart from that sticker sinew. But the album cover is in good condition. A little bit of wear on the spine, being 20 24 years old, or 42 years old. And this is a Music for Nations copy, OG. Album is in mint condition. Yeah, Armed and Dangerous, the debut EP or mini album from Joey Belladonna. So yeah, I'm happy to have that in my collection. Okay, so this next batch of vinyl is I got last year throughout the months. And the first one is some more US thrash. And this is on the White Flesh Black vinyl, as the sticker says there. This band is called Terrifier, and this is Trample the Weak, The Vow of the Dead. Artwork is done by Ed Repka, and this was released 2023. So yeah, some great, just heavy, brutal, brain-pounding thrash metal. That's the band. Yeah, and this was released through Empire Records out of Belgium. So check them out. Really good stuff. Next band is a crossover band with a bit of hardcore in there. And this is released on a speed grind vinyl. And that's the colour. So it's a greeny sort of, you can see it right there. That's the colour of the vinyl. And the album cover art was done by Andrei Bushikov, who does a lot of covers for thrash metal band. And I really love this cover. It reminds me of those Alien movies with the big giant cat with the cat, the mouth bit coming out, and you got the chest burster. So yeah, and this is Belushi Speedball, and the album is called What's Up Worry. So you get 16 tracks of crossover thrash mixed with a bit of hardcore. Really cool stuff. Check out the videos on YouTube. They're very funny. So they've got a great sense of humour. Next, we have some Canadian thrash. I love the cover up. You might know this character, Bob Ross. If you don't know Bob Ross, he does a show where he does paintings. So they sort of done a send up of him as a mutant. And this is the art of a maniac. And this comes on a cloudy green vinyl. All these Empire Records are limited to 200 copies. And it's the back, that's the band. And the band is called Tymo. So yeah, some great Canadian thrash metal. Now Canadian is putting out a lot of good stuff. Now we come on to some reissues. And the first reissue I have is the second album from this Arizonan thrash metal band, and that is Atrophy. And this is the Violent by Nature vinyl, released through Massacre Records, a reissue, originally released on Roadrunner, I think around 86. It doesn't have the original date, but yeah, but this is a great album. And this is comes on a green vinyl, which doesn't match the cover art, but who gives a shit? I really love the artwork on this. Stolter, who did cover art for Sacred Reich. Yeah, so it's the back. So Massacre Records have done a good reproduction on the album cover. So yeah, Atrophy, Violent by Nature. Okay, next album is another Canadian band. This is their third album. And this is a band called Annihilator and Set the World on Fire. Released on Music for Nations, but originally released on Roadrunner in '93. And this has a total new lineup. I think just 2 original members, the bass player and Jeff Waters, new vocalist. And yeah, this is just straight ahead power, speed thrash metal band. Really love the artwork on that as well. And it's just on black wax. So Music on Vinyl is another label that does great reissues and puts out great heavy metal albums. So hopefully this year we'll get some more classic albums being reissued on Music on Vinyl. The next reissue is the second album by the same band, Annihilator, and this is Never Never Land. And this was the second album with Cobra Bart coming onto vocals. And this was released on Roadrunner Records back in 1990, but this is a 2020, I think 2 or 3 reissue. Really glad to have this on vinyl as well. Again, I couldn't find this album in Australia, so I ordered it overseas and out of the UK, and I finally got it. This comes on purple vinyl. Okay, next up we have some Bay Area thrash, and this is the second album by this band in 34 years, to be exact. And that band is Blind Illusion, and this is the album Wrath of the Gods, released on Hammerheart Records. And as usual, there's no date, but I think 2023. This is almost like a super group now because it has 2 members of other bands: Doug Piercy, ex-Heathen, on guitars, and Andy Gallion, ex-Death Angel, on drums. It has a bass player called Tom Gears, which I do not know which bands he's been in, but yeah, this is a follow-up to the Sane Asylum. It has that little funky, thrashy, proggy sound to it. Album art is by Alvin Petty, who's done work, with Hex, and he did the Heathen cover, which I will show soon. So yeah, love that cover art. Blind Illusion, Wrath of the Gods, out on Hammerheart Records. Okay, next we have some black metal, and we have Enthroned, and this is the Apocalypse Manifesto, released on Back on Black 2021, and this is just Belgian black metal, gatefold, band photo, lyrics, and liner notes. Yep, so great black metal, and this came on a clear vinyl with orange and purple and grey splatter. Kind of suits the album cover. Yeah, so this is just raw, brutal black metal, and I definitely like the early Enthroned. So I need to check out and get their other stuff on vinyl through Back on Black Records. Okay, I was speaking about Alvin Petty on the last record, The Blind Illusion. This is his artwork he did for Heathen, the Victims of Deception. And this was released in 1991 on Roadrunner Records. And this is a Music on Vinyl reissue, 2022. Again, I couldn't get this here in Australia. I ordered it overseas, and I finally got it in my collection. Double disc set, not a gatefold, just black vinyl. And it has Mark Beeman of Blind Illusion, another connection. So yeah, check out Victims of Deception by Heathen. Okay, now we get on to some doom. And this band comes from Italy, and this is their second album, but first for this label. And the band is called Bonobolus, and this is their second album called The Banishing, and they are from Italy. And Yep, this comes on Purple Wax, released through Dying Victims 2023, and very sort of the vein of, say, Saint Vitus meets Sabbath. Yeah, check him out if you like your Doom. And from Italy, on Dying Victims Records. Another record from Dying Victims Records is a band out of Colombia. And the band is called Reckless, and this is Sharp Magic Steel. And this is speed metal. If you're into bands like Vulture, Ram, those types of, plummeting speed metal with high-pitched vocals, then check out Reckless, Sharp Magic Steel on Dying Victims Records, 2023. Band photo, you get patch, you also get the usual stuff with Dying Victims poster, sticker, postcard. So yeah, I love the cover art. It does remind me of Vulture. So yeah, Reckless out of Colombia. Okay, now we have some German heavy metal. This is their debut full length. They did have an EP out before this, self-released, or no, Shark Records released as well. And that band is Savage, and this is Glory Riders. So if you're into bands like, say, Lizzie Borden, Wasp, that type, the heavier side, then you'll definitely want to check out Savage. 8 tracks on here, released on, as I said, Dying Victims 2023. So if you check out the band photos, you kind of have a inkling of what you would expect, also with the cover art. So check out Savage out of Germany. Okay, 2 more records to go. Before I do that, let me have a drink. This is another reissue, and it's a debut album from this German thrash metal band, and that is Paradox with Product of Imagination, released on Diabolical Might Records. Very hard to get the OG copy, but a reissue will do me and satisfy me. So yeah, just on black wax, and yeah, there's some great thrash metal from Germany. And the final album is a proto hard rock, band, and this was inspired me to get it by Jeff from Gas Mask and Hand Grenade, and Dennis, OG, and that band is Blue Oyster Cult, and this is their debut album, released on vinyl. It was released in '72 on CBS Columbia Records back in the day. It's no insert, so just a classic album. Yeah, I kind of want to slowly delve into the more popular albums of this band, and yeah, definitely want to check out more from this band, because I do love my 70s proto metal, proto hard rock, psychedelic rock. Yep, so that is it for this final collection update for 2024. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like if you want. It's up to you. And thank you for watching, and Happy New Year to everybody. And hopefully this year will bring you some great heavy metal into your collection. Until next time, bye for now. Take care. And we will see you next time.